Hi, my name is Genise Mears, and I'm a senior computer science major at Temple University in Philadelphia, PA. When I was a kid, I really wanted to be a fashion designer. I wanted to make really pretty designs, and I wanted to be recognized and maybe famous one day. This was partly due to the Disney movie series called The Cheetah Girls. And The Cheetah Girls was a movie about four high school girls from different backgrounds who came together to become superstars, and they did so through their hard work and talents. I realized that in my own life that there were women who were superstars to me too, like my mother who worked her way from essentially nothing to become a project manager of an information technology team in Philly. Around that time, I found myself interested in robotics club, and that was offered at my school. But if I'm being honest, I wasn't that good at it. Even so, I knew that I was pretty good at math and that I liked doing science experiments, so STEM was for sure going to be part of my future. I started hanging around people who liked to do well in school and who were interested in the same things that I was. I knew that by going through STEM that I would have a pretty successful career. My motivation to pick computer science specifically as a major in STEM definitely has roots in my mother's story. My mom was one of the few black women in the 1980s who was learning how to code in a field dominated by people that really didn't look like her, whether that be by ethnicity or by gender. In the past, she's faced disrespect, people dismissing her, and all in all, individuals not recognizing her for the hard work that she had put in. When I learned more about her situation when I was in high school, I was inspired by the thought of a woman who could put up with all the issues from work and society while helping to raise two daughters. From there, I looked up the statistics about women and minorities in STEM fields and decided that I was going to personally help bring those numbers up by jumping into computer science, like my mother had. Technology to me is for sure the future. Everywhere you go, tech exists. It exists in the video that you're watching. It exists in the filtered water that you drink. It exists in the streaming services you watch, the cars we drive, and the houses we live in. What excites me about tech is how fast it advances and how things that seem like magic at first can be explained through things like algorithms. Tiny computer chips are made up of billions of small units called transistors that we use to play video games and do homework on. And we generally don't even think about it while we're doing it. If I could talk to my younger self, I would tell myself to start jumping into tech a lot sooner than I did. I was on the internet a lot growing up, like most kids nowadays, but diving into the tech world is more than just browsing websites or making TikToks. I would tell myself that there will be people who will judge you or label you for doing geeky things, but that the curiosity that you act on can be your best foundation going forward. I would tell myself to not be afraid of doing things that I may not be good at, because failure is the best teacher. I cannot stress cyber safety enough. When browsing through the internet, like most of us do, it's important not to click on suspicious advertisements or links from people we don't know. Not only can malware or more commonly known viruses infect your computer, your own safety and privacy can be at risk too. Downloading things that are too good to be true, such as free movies that have just been released or that new video game that you can't get your hands on yet, are generally things that we should steer clear of in order to protect ourselves from cyber attacks.